Television City in Hollywood, it's Card Sharks. Here's the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you very much. How nice of you. Thank you. And hello, everybody. Welcome to Card Sharks. We hope you have as much fun in our show as we do, because we really have a good time. And part of that fun belongs to our two lovely dealers. And here they are right now. This is Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton. Morning, ladies.
Shall we?
Let's play this game. We'll pick it up from where we left off last time. And it'll be Lacey dealing the red cards to our returning champion, while Susanna deals the blue cards out to our challenger. And while they're doing that, I want you to meet our two very nice contestants. Here they come. You're still smiling, aren't you? How come you're smiling so much? You got $700. That's not bad. You're all right.
Something to smile about.
Yeah, and you won the first game of this match.
Uh-huh.
And if you win 2 games, you know you play the big money cards again.
Uh-huh.
I just want to make sure you understand all those rules, Sandy. Uh-huh. Now tell me about Sandy. That's all the time we have, Sandy. I'm sorry.
I'm Sandy Nakata. I live in El Segundo, California with my husband, Bob, and I'm a registered nurse.
Now, does he spell his with 2 or 1 O?
1 O.
Oh, I didn't know for sure. Okay. How does he spell his name?
B-O-B.
Oh, I spell mine backwards.
Oh, B-O-B.
Yeah. Yes, okay. Hello, Colette.
Hi.
How are you?
Great.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm Colette Jensen from Irvine, California. As of 6 months ago, we moved from Ogden, Utah. We are starting our own business, a frozen yogurt shop.
A what?
Frozen yogurt shop. It's
Frozen
delicious.
yogurt shop.
Yeah.
Good for you.
We've got 4 children.
The other
3
day there were
boys
4
and a
lovely
girl.
children. What happened?
They're still lovely.
Oh, okay.
My boys wouldn't like me to say they're lovely, but
No,
they are.
of course not. Well, we're glad you're both here. You cut the cards before we started the show. All right, the cards have been dealt out. Remember, we're picking it up from where we left off last time. And as you can see, we're all tied up over there. Sandy won the first game. Remember, you win 2 games. You win the championship and play the big money cards. So this is game number 2, and this will be our third high-low question in game number 2. And the question goes to Sandy. Here we are. We surveyed 100 top fashion models. We asked them, is it important to you that the men you date be good-looking? How many top models said that it is important?
Oh, I think that's going to be a very, very high number, because image is everything in the model world. I don't know. I'm not one, but I think it would be.
You think it's going to be a high number? How many out of 100 do you think, Sandy?
I think it's going to be 87.
87 out of 100 models. Colette, what do you say about this one?
I don't think it's that important to women whether the man is good looking, especially if they have looks. They realize that it's just a surface. And I think it's definitely going to be lower.
Lower than the 87. I agree with you. The actual number of models who said that it is important that men they date be good looking is 53. You're right, Colette. It was definitely lower. All right. Now, here's where we left off, Colette. You've got the king. You don't want to change that card.
No way. Let's go lower.
Lower than the king. Your card is a 3.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Higher.
Higher than the 3. Look what I got. Ace.
Let's go lower.
Lower than the ace. It is a 6.
6. Oh, boy.
Now, what are you going to do?
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Will she play or will she freeze? What are you going to do? She's going on.
I'm going to hate
If it's
myself.
higher, she ties up the match. It is! I can't either.
I can't believe I did that.
I would not have done that, but it worked out well for you. I think I would have frozen right there to keep Sandy away from the cards. All right, so we're all tied up 1 game apiece. That means it's time to play a tiebreaker game. And as you will notice, it'll be Lacey dealing out only 3 cards in the tiebreaker game. We have a maximum of 3 high-low questions. So the very best of luck to the both of you. The winner of this game plays the big money cards, becomes our champion. Colette, we surveyed 100 married women. We asked them, do you feel it's your duty to say yes to your husband whenever he's feeling romantic?
Oh,
How many married women said it is their duty to say yes?
I know my husband's laughing his head off.
Why?
We discuss that a lot.
How many children do you have?
We've got 4 children.
You say yes every time, don't you?
No. If I did, we'd have 99
I
children.
see.
How many feel it's their duty? Oh, boy, I think that's going to be a middle-of-the-road number, because some women feel they have the right to decide, and other women feel like, you know, they owe it to their husband when he's romantic. So that's tough, but I will say a kind of a middle-of-the-road number, about 45.
45 out of 100 married women said it is their duty to say yes. Sandy's shaking her head already.
I've been married for 3.5 years.
Yes.
I have no kids.
How many children do you have?
No kids.
Yes, I know what
So
your
I think
answer's
it's lower.
going to be. Yes. You think it's really lower,
Lower,
right?
lower.
Suffer, suffer. Actual number of married women who said it is their duty to say yes is 25. You're right, Sandy. It was lower. All right, remember, this is tiebreaker time. Only 3 cards over here. Sandy, here's your card. It's a 9. You can change it.
that card.
Indeed. The 9 now becomes a jack.
Lower.
Lower than the jack. Your card's a king. Oh. Colette, you get a free shot at the cards. Can't change it. Didn't win the high-low question, but there. Look what I got. Lower than the king. It is a 6. Now what do you do? Play her free. She's going on for the championship. No. Bad cards you dealt, ladies. Okay, we'll pause for these words and we'll be right back to finish this tiebreaker game right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks, and we're ready to continue this tiebreaker game. As you can see, we're all tied, and let's go to our next high-low question. Sandy, it's yours. We surveyed 100 people. We asked them, would you favor a law that made it unlawful for criminals to make money from books or films about their crimes? How many people would favor a law like that?
Oh, that's a tough question. But I still think it's going to be a high number because why should they? I mean, they did something wrong. Why should they get rewarded for doing something wrong?
Okay.
So I would say that number would be 88.
88 out of 100. Colette, higher or lower than 88?
I think it's wrong, too, that they should make money, but it is America. It's a free country, and, no, I'm going to say a little bit lower.
A little bit lower than that? All right, the actual number of people who would favor a law that made it unlawful for criminals to make money from books or films about their crimes is 71. You're right, it was a little bit lower. All right, Colette, you got the king. Here we go.
Okay, we're going to do it this time. Lower.
Remember, the winner of this game wins the match. Lower than the king, it's an 8. Yeah, but you play or freeze. What are you going to do?
Lower.
She's going on. If it's lower than the 8, she wins the championship. If not, Sandy gets a free shot at the card. No. There we go. Now, Sandy, you have a free shot off the jack.
Lower.
Lower than the jack. Your card is a queen. Whoa. Wow.
Lucky.
Wow. Okay, this is it. Sudden death time. This is the final question in this game. Someone must win the game on the next play of the cards. Control is very important. Colette, the question is yours. We surveyed 100 women. We asked them, if a divorced woman makes more money than her ex-husband, should she be required to pay him alimony? How many women said yes? The woman should be required to pay alimony to her ex-husband.
Oh, I think it's only fair. Nowadays, we want equal rights for everything. Why not equal alimony?
Couldn't agree with you more, my
Don't you
dear.
think? I'm going to say it'll be, but then of course women are answering the survey. That's the
correct.
problem. That's where I get mixed up here. So, but I will say about 69 women say.
69 women said the woman should be required to pay alimony to her ex-husband. I'm sorry.
69 should be required.
How many women said yes, the woman should be required to pay alimony to her ex-husband?
Okay, 69.
69. Okay, Sandy, higher or lower than 69?
If I was making more than my husband, I wouldn't want to pay him.
Poor old Bob.
I know.
He's stuck there in El Segundo, nothing to do.
Lower.
Lower than 69. The actual number of women who said the woman should pay alimony is 31. You're right, it was lower. Sandy, again, you got the jack. Now, remember, this is sudden death time, okay? So you've got a couple of choices to make. You can play off the jack or you can change it. Play it out. If you make a mistake, Colette wins the game and the championship. Or you can pass it on to her, and if Colette makes a mistake, you win the championship.
I'm going to play it, and I'm going to change that card.
You're going to play it and change the card. The lady is going to change the jack. Interesting. Let's see. Deuce. Higher than the deuce. Your card is a 6. Now, what do you do? Higher than the 6 for the championship. If it's not higher, Colette's the champ. It is higher, yes. Sandy, you win. Congratulations to you. Colette, you played the game tough. You really did. You ended up with $100. We have some nice prizes for you. Thank you very much for being with us. We'll see you again, all right? Come here, Sandy. Whoa! All right. Oh, that was tough.
Oh, yes, she's a good contestant.
She's a good contestant. But you did it, and now you have a chance to play the big money cards. You didn't do too well last time. You only got, what, $600 last time on that? That's all right. It'll be better this time.
we'll do better.
Here comes Suzanne and Lacey, and they have a deck of cards that you cut before we went on the show. And it's time to play the big money cards. And here's how it works now. As you know, we're going to give you new money to bet with. We'll start you in the bottom line with $200. What you have to do is bet your way across that line by calling off high and low. When you get to the next row up there, we give you another $400 of betting money. And again, you bet your way across the line, keeping in mind that minimum bets are $50 each time until you get to the top up there. At that time, you must bet at least half of your dollars. Also, you'll have a chance to change one card on each line by picking one of the spare cards that Suzanne is dealing out. You ready?
Yeah.
I knew you were. Cheer up now. Give her $200. Here we go. Turn that 200 into thousands of dollars if you do it right. Let's see if they're going to happen. Here it is, a 4.
Oh, I'll bet $100 higher.
$100 higher than the 4. If another 4 comes up, it's a push. No win, no loss. It is a queen. You got 300.
Oh, no. $250 lower.
$250 lower than the queen. Cards a jack. You got $550.
$100 lower.
$400 lower than the jack. Your card's a 3. Now, you got $950. Give you another $400. This is your base. You've got $1,350.
$1,000 higher.
1,000 higher than the 3. Yes.
Card
Number 1. 9 becomes a 6, and you got to play $2,350.
$1,000 higher.
1,000. That it's higher than the 6. It is. $3,350.
$3,000 lower.
3,000 lower than the queen. Yeah! Now, the 7 is your base, and you can change it.
Take that card,
Number 3. All right, the 7 will now become a 4. You got to bet at least $31.75.
$6,000 higher.
6,000 of the 6,350.
Yeah.
You're betting higher.
Yep.
Bob is going to die. 6,000. That it's higher than the 4.
Yeah.
It's a push. It's all right. You still end up with $6,350. Woo! Okay, that brings you to $7,150 total. We'll be back in a moment to meet a new challenge for her right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Hey, that was a little better, wasn't it?
It was.
Good thing for that push rule, you know, because
I
that
know.
6 really saved you. You have $7,150. Couldn't happen to a nicer person. All right, you ready? I want you to meet your new challenger, and here he comes right now. Hello, Bob.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
They're applauding for you, Pom.
Thanks.
Before we even get started, I got to find out about your name. What does the POM stand for?
It's short for Pomeroy. It's a family name.
Pomeroy.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. I thought maybe your dad was a cheerleader or something like that.
No, sir.
No. Okay. You don't have to call me sir. It makes me feel
Okay.
very old.
Okay, how about Bob?
Bob will do. Yeah.
Okay.
But be careful when you call somebody Bob around here because her husband answers
Yeah,
too.
I don't know.
Tell us about POM.
Hi, I'm Pum Skoda. I'm from Santa Barbara, California. I'm a senior in high school. I enjoy water polo surfing, and I hope to attend Service Academy next year. Either
Which
the
one are you
Naval,
going to?
Naval or the Air Force. I'm not sure yet.
You can go to both?
Hopefully.
How nice. That's great. Okay, well, it's nice to have you know how to play this game, right?
Yeah, when I was 4 years old, I learned what whoopee was from Bob Eubanks. I was watching the Newlywed Game.
When he was 4 years old, he learned what whoopee was. I don't know if he's bragging or complaining to you. I was 21 before I found out. And listen, well, I'm glad I taught somebody something. You know? It's really nice to have you here now.
Thank you.
We've done, Lacey's dealing out those cards, and let's start this match between you and Sandy. Good luck to you. Here we go. First question. First player to win 2 games wins the match, the championship. For you, Sandy, we surveyed 100 bachelors, and we asked them, if your fiancé insisted on saving herself for marriage, would you date a more willing girl on the side? How many bachelors said they would date a girl on the side?
I don't think so. I think that would be a very, very low number. Fiance, he's planning to marry him. Just marry him quick, and then you get it, you know. That's
Would
what
you-
my husband did. I mean, he dated me, what?
How long did he date you before he...
28 days.
And you married this sucker in 28
Yeah.
days? Yeah. You were saving yourself. Yeah.
Just do what we did.
Good. It must have been February in leap year, right? Never mind. Okay, how many out of 100?
I'd say 27.
27 out of 100 bachelors said that they would date a girl on the side. All right, Palm, what do you think?
Okay, could you repeat the question for me, please?
Sure. If fiancée insisted on saving herself for marriage, would you date a more willing girl on the side? How many bachelors said they would date a girl on the side?
Well, if it's their fiancé, I think that they already plan to get married, and it's not going to be that long of a wait. So I don't think that they're gonna go off on the side. So I'm going to say it's a little bit lower.
Even lower than the 27. Certainly it would be if they're going with Sandy, that's for sure. Actual number of bachelors who would date a girl on the side is 32. Not lower, it was higher. Sandy, you win the question. That means you win control. And here is your card. Queen.
Lower!
Lower than the queen. You got a 7.
Oh, I'm going higher.
Gonna go on?
Yep, I'm going on.
I thought she'd freeze. Higher than the 7. She's gambling. No. There you go. That means that Palm gets a free shot at the cards. Palm, can't change. You got to play. Here it is. It's a 4.
I'm going to go higher than the 4, Bob.
Higher than the 4. Your card's a king.
I'm going to go lower than the king,
Lower
Bob.
than the king. You've got a king. Back to the 4 you go. And that means we're all tied up, and we'll go on to another high-low question. Both of you played that a little unusual. Palm, we surveyed 100 people, and we asked them, do you think it should be legal for people to arm themselves and patrol their own neighborhoods to help fight crime? How many people said it would be, or it should be legal for people to arm themselves?
There's a lot of places in the United States that aren't safe, and I think that a lot of people out there really feel that they should be able to protect themselves. And so I think it's going to be a relatively high number, but there's still some people that don't think guns are safe, so I'm going to say about 71 people would say.
You're telling me 71 people out of 100 said it should be legal for people to arm themselves?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sandy, higher or lower than 71?
I agree with him. There's parts of the United States that I wouldn't live in, and it would be safer to arm yourself. But still, that's a little, that's too high. I think it's still lower.
You think it should be lower than
it's
71?
dangerous. Guns are dangerous.
Actual number of people who think it should be legal for people to arm themselves is 54. Sandy, it was lower. You're right. And now you've got the queen, and you're going to play.
Lower!
Lower than the queen. It is an ace. No. Palm again, you get a free shot at the cards.
I'm going to go
Playing
higher
off
than the 4 again, Bob.
Higher than the 4. It is a 10.
I'm going to
Player
go lower
freeze.
than the 10.
Lower
Bob.
than the 10. He's going on. It's a 6. Now what do you do?
I'm going to freeze.
Freeze on the 6? Okay, there's a strategy by freezing on the 6. Keeps his lead. If he wins the next high-low question, he'll be able to change that 6. We'll pause for these words. We'll be back. Finish this game right after this. Don't go away. Welcome back now. And now let's continue with this game. Remember, first player to win 2 games wins the match. As you can see, Palm has a lead in the game, and the next high-low question goes to Sandy. Sandy, we surveyed 100 married doctors. We asked them, did you marry one of your patients? How many doctors said they did?
Oh, that's a hard question.
They're all difficult. Every time I ask one, you say it's a hard question.
I know. This is well, I think that's going to be a fairly low number, because if they were a patient, like they were sick or something, you know, like surgery, who would want to marry somebody who's sick? I don't know. I wouldn't. I wouldn't marry
Well,
my
what if it's just a
patient.
cold?
Oh, you wouldn't be in the hospital if it's just a cold.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you mean, I work in the hospital, so I think, okay, I see. When I work in the hospital, I think all patients are inpatient in the hospital. So,
Right. How many doctors said they married their patients?
I think it's still a low number. I'd say 45.
45. Palm, higher or lower than 45?
I think it's going to be a lot lower because it's sort of unethical to marry a patient. I think it's going to be a
All
lower
right,
number.
the actual number of doctors who married one of their patients is 7. Boy, was it ever lower. Now, Palm, you froze on the 6.
card,
Change it?
please.
Sure. The 6 now becomes a 5.
I'm going to say higher.
Higher than the 5. It is an ace.
I'm going to say lower.
To win the first game of this match, it is lower. There you have it. All right, Palm, welcome to our show. You
Thank
just won
you.
game number 1. You've got $100. I mean, Sandy, you have to win the next game. And we will start that game if we have time when we come back right after this. So don't go away. Time for us to go. We'll have to pick it up tomorrow next time. Until then, I'm Bob Eubanks for Lacey, Susanna, Gene Wood, and the whole gang saying thanks for watching our show. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
It's okay. Some of our departing contestants will receive a travel cosmetic bag and Lee High Fashion Nail Tips. Curved and styled like salon nails. Easy to do at home. Lee High Fashion Nail Tips. A gift certificate with which you may select items from Carol Wright Gifts. Look for Carol Wright in your mailbox. A calendar clock and sinus rest for 3-way relief. Used as directed, it relieves headache, pain, sinus pressure, nasal congestion. 3-way relief sinus rest. A cookbook and success for boil and bag rice. Cooks in 10 minutes, no measuring, no mess. Perfect every time. Once you've switched to success, nothing else will do. Help fight plaque and reduce gum disease with the Butler Gum toothbrush. Look for this special 2-for-1 offer where you shop. Butler Gum, the better brush. 6 quarts of quality True Test excellent rust products to beautify and protect metal from True Value hardware stores and home centers. And a member of our studio audience will receive the Commodore 64 computer, 64K memory, full-size keyboard, color graphics, bright sound capability, music composer cartridge, and program reference guide from Commodore. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson television production.